Hey Flosstube world, welcome back to my channel. My name's Danielle. I'm kind of stitcher here on Flosstube as well as on Instagram. It's today is, I think, let me just check, the 18th. Yes, the 18th of February. I had planned on coming back on the 31st of January for a monthly update, but lo and behold, I ended up getting ill. So a lot of you may know that I've gone from being self-employed as a childminder working from home to now working in a private nursery with little ones. So I've gone from working with just maximum 6 little ones at home to about 19, maximum 24 little ones in nursery. So that means more germs. So whereas at home I was out with the children a lot in the fresh air, and now in a private nursery we don't always have the luxury of going out, so we're in a lot of the time, and obviously the germs are contained in the nursery. And what I thought was a strong immune system isn't actually a strong immune system. So I'm getting all the wonderful germs and bugs that are going around. So as I'm just getting over one cold, I'm now, well, it was more like a flu than a cold because I was just aching. And the weekend after the 31st, because I had the 31st off because I actually planned on filming that day, which was the Wednesday, because I work 4 full days. So I work 10-hour days and then I have a day off. So I work 4 10-hour days and then I have a day off. So I'm pretty sure I had the Wednesday off, and I was going to film that Wednesday, which was the 31st. But I wasn't feeling 100% myself on that Wednesday. That's it. And then so I decided not to film, and I thought, come the weekend, I'll film that weekend. A few days late won't hurt. And then Thursday came and I just felt worse. Friday, by the end of Friday night, I was hot and cold, shivers and aches and pains. And I come home from work and I didn't even have dinner. I just went straight to bed. I was in bed all Saturday, couldn't get out of bed. Sunday I forced myself to get out of bed, but then I just laid on the sofa all Sunday and didn't move. And then the Monday, which was, what was that, the 6th, I think, of, no, the 5th of February, I wasn't feeling 100%. My throat was still sore. But I thought, I'm going to go into work. I can work through it. So I went into work and the staff were like, you look dreadful. And in work, there's 3 lots of stairs that you've got to climb to get up to the very top floor, which is the staff room and the office. And going up there, that's where all different supplies are kept and whatnot, and where we put our bags and everything. But anyway, I think it was Friday the 9th or something, I was feeling a bit better, and I thought I'll film on the 10th. I didn't end up filming. I don't know what happened. Something ended up happening, but I didn't end up filming. And then I thought, right, well, tonight now, I thought I'll jump on and I'll film. So I'm here halfway through February. Well, we've got not even 2 weeks left of February, and I thought I'll film. So I'm back. I didn't keep track much of January of what I stitched on. I do this all the time. I always lose my papers. I forget to take them out, but tough luck. I didn't keep much track of what I stitched on in January. Not the best month for, as I told you, health-wise, so it's just tough luck. 2 minutes. Got it. But there we go. So I will show you what I did work on. No particular order really. I have got one finish and I have got 2 new starts for January. So shall we start with the new start? The first new start. So the first new start is, I don't know if I've got a picture of it. I'm going to try and not edit, so if I've got a picture I'll put it in. If I haven't got a picture, unfortunately I won't be putting it in. But the first, anyway, it's Hive Rules, and by the looks of it, oh, look at that, I do have a picture of it. It's on my tablet, so I do hope that there's not much glare. Oh, there we go. So that's what it will look like when it's finished. Hive Rules. I was gifted this from Tara at One Stitch at a Time. I'll put her channel down below. And I've got to find the right project first. Showing you the wrong one there. And I started this as a new year, new start with Judy, an Aussie in a Kiwi world. And I haven't really worked on this, but I have got a bit of stitching. There is some thread on it because I'm working with it. Oh, come on. And there is what I've done so far. When I started kitting it up, I realised I didn't have actually all the well, I'm sure I've got all the threads, I just couldn't find them. I stitched on that 2 days, I think, so far. And my stitching time has drastically dropped from going from self-employed, because I stitched when I was in the car doing nursery pickups and school pickups. So I'd have 10-20 minutes here and there to maybe half an hour here and there. And then when the little ones were sleeping, I'd be able to stitch. To now only being able to stitch when I get home from work, which is sometimes an hour, if that. Maybe some days 2 hours, depends on what sort of day I've had. But that is Hive Rules. So like I say, 2 days on that. The next new start I had was another gift, another piece I was given, which was from Creative Leigh. She gave me this a while ago, and it's by Silver Creek Samplers, and it's called Light in the Way. And I started this on the 18th of January. In honor of her birthday. And I think I worked on this for 3 days. Yeah, possibly 3 days. Excuse me if I sniff, but since having this cold, my nose doesn't seem to want to stop running. So I did, on this one, I did start at the bottom here, but I didn't like how working this, I'm used to starting at the top and working my way down. I didn't like working my way up. So what I'm doing is I'm working my way up with the lighthouse, and I'm going to work all the way up until I get to the top. And then I'll work my way back down then. So there we go. This piece is, I'm pretty sure it's just a 16 count grey Ada from my own. I know it's from my own stash, but I think it's just 16 count. So that's that one. And the Hive Rules, I think, is also 16 count. and it's just a yellow from my stash, just a plain yellow. Okay, and then this one is my finish. So this is what it looked like. When you've seen it on my whip parade. Legendary Girls is called, by Little House Needleworks. That's where it was last time you saw it, on my whip parade. And I've also gone to pot with keeping all notes of the fabrics I'm stitching on. So this is either on 14 count or 16 count hand dyed Ada by me. Olivia chose the Ada because this is, I stitched this for her because she was going through a bit of a horrible patch in school with a mean kid being horrible to her. That is now all sorted, thankfully. She stood up to the little blighter and she basically told him to jog on. He doesn't own the place. She can sit where she wants. She can do what she wants. Yeah. And this, it needs an iron. That's what it looks like now. I don't know. I want to finish it in like a wall hanging, but I also want to finish it in a frame. I don't know what to do. Suggestions are most welcome, so leave a comment in the comments below. Let me know how you would finish it. But that's how it is. And I loved it. I loved working on this. Didn't take long really. I was rubbish at keeping notes on that of how long I stitched on it, how many days. But I finished that on the 28th of January. I was hoping to finish it for her birthday, but it didn't happen. And typical Liv style, I gave it to her. I went, here we go. And she went, thanks. And that was it. She's got so much enthusiasm in her. It's unreal. Oh, I'll show you what it should look like. Let me take it out of the bag. This is how it should have been. That's how it should have been. So this was stitched on 32 count 32 count toffee linen from Silk Weavers. And like I say, I think I stitched it on 16 count. Plain, it was plain white Ada until I dyed it. Olivia chose the dye, the colour dye, and it was just one that you can get from Hobbycraft, the powder one. What's it called? Is it Rip Dye, I think? Yes, I think it's Rip Dye. It's gone on my head now. I don't know. This one I've already made up and it just sits in a bottle downstairs. And all I do is I just put it in the bowl, or in my case I use a vase. I put the material, scrunch the material up, put it in the vase, and I just took the dye on top of it, and it comes out. However it comes out, it comes out. And Olivia was happy with it. So that's that one. And I did work on my animal panorama, but I'll show you that one in a minute because my animal panorama I got just over 1,000 stitches on in January, which I'm quite surprised at actually. And apparently, well, I've only got written down that I worked on it for 2 days in January. And so far I've only worked on it for 2 days in February. It's just, yeah, we'll get to that in a minute. Next one I've worked on is one by Emma Congdon. And it's the You Are My Sunshine piece. Let me see. Ah, really? I have got it, but I use my tablet. It's the Google Drive. It just, my photos just seem to go everywhere. And I thought I had them all in one place, but looking for it now, they just seem to be all over the place again. Because I'm doing the trio for these. You Are My Sunshine. She released the charts 3 separately. Excuse me. Come on, where are you? So I did originally start this piece at the Floss Friends retreat back in October. Not last year, must have been the year before. Yeah, wow. 2022 I must have started it. But when I looked at it, I wasn't happy with it because it was on 20 count, I think it was. Haha, found it. It was on, I was stitching it on 20 count and it was turning out really, really small, and I wasn't happy how small it was. Because I was going to stitch them one underneath the other, but it was going to be really small. So I restarted it. Whoa, sorry. And that's how they're going to try again, shall we? Come on, tablets, play fair. Turn it around maybe. This is how they're going to be. Though mine's going to be slightly different because the blue one in the middle isn't going to be stitched on grey Ada. It's stitched by my own stuff. So I'm on the first one. Right, so that's, oh, excuse me. That's how that's going to look. And I just got rid of the photos. Why would I want to do that? And this is where it was during my whip parade. Can you see that? Yeah, you can. I-N and some of the E. Okay. And then this is where it is now. So I haven't quite finished the E. But I moved on to the H. And this has got 2 nights stitching this month. Is it 2 nights stitching this month? Well, actually, it got, yeah, no, 3 nights stitching. Yeah, 3 nights stitching, because I literally only put about 10 minutes into it on the one night because I was so tired. I couldn't, sorry, it was wonky then. I couldn't do any more. I was falling asleep while stitching it. So that's where it is now. It's a lovely stitch. It's nice and easy. I'm using, because it's a paper chart, or if you get it off her Etsy shop, it doesn't come with symbols, so you can't put it into Pattern Keeper. I'm using Exo, is it? Exo Odo? What is it called? Exodo. This. Oh, I've done it again. There's a sensor on this tablet that if you cover it, it thinks it's going to sleep. I keep covering the sensor. It's that one at the bottom there. Can you see it? Ugh. That one, Exodo or something. XODO was called. That's what I'm using. One of the girls, two of the girls in cross stitch group told me about it. It's pretty easy. It does ask you to sign up and pay a monthly fee, but you don't have to, because you're not altering it or something like that. They did explain it, and you just press back or X or something, and you don't have to pay for it. So it was like, cool, brilliant. Sliding off the bed here. Okay, right. The next one I worked on is Fractal Bookmark from Cross Stitch Collectibles. It was a freebie at one point, but you've now got to pay for it, which is only about $5, I think, if I remember correctly. It's that one. And this is where it was on my whip parade. I hope I don't knock the light out. Come on. Here we go. That's where it was on my whip parade. And since you saw it last, I've completed another 2 colours. And I can get it out. It is. Well, that's why, because the thread box was in with it. Ow! I just stabbed myself with the needle. That bugger. Anyhow. So, I've since finished off all the blue part, as you can see. And I've started here, which is purples, lilacs, which you might not be able to see in this light because obviously it's dark. It's gone 8 o'clock in the evening now. And I've filled, I think I might have filled some in here, I'm not sure. Probably not, looking at it actually. I know I've finished the blue part and I've started on the lilacs. That's that. And I stitched on this for 2 days this month. Yeah. What I've written down anyway, 2 days. Stitched it on the 11th and I stitched on it on the 12th. And I must have actually, pretty sure I stitched on it on the 28th because I finished Legendary Girls at Cross Stitch Group. So Cross Stitch Group is a group of us stitchers from Cardiff and Bridgend local areas. You can come, we meet up down IKEA Cardiff Bay, anyone's welcome. So even if you're from across the bridge, Bristol Stitches, Gloucester Stitches, anyone, if you want to travel for the day, you're more than welcome to. We meet up every other Sunday. So our last meetup was on the 11th. Our next meetup is now on the 25th. So you're more than welcome to join us. We are down Cardiff Bay IKEA. Put it in your sat nav. It's pretty easy to find. It's just off the A4232. Plenty of parking. We meet up from 10 a.m. and we do say you can leave 1:30, but you can come and go as you please. Meet up anytime, leave anytime. There's no joining fee because it's IKEA. You can bring your own tea and coffee if you want to, or just get something from the cafe. It's entirely up to you. And then we just we just sit and have a general chat, natter, and catch up. There's a good few of us. I think sometimes there's about 14 of us. It ranges from about 6, maybe 8 of us to upwards, about 14. Most of us are stitchers, but my mum joins us, and she's a knitter. She says she'd love to stitch, but she can't get her head around it, bless her. I have tried convincing her to do a piece. I just need to kit it up for her, love her. And me, I've got to remember to do it, and I keep forgetting. There's a lady that comes along and she does beadwork. Whatever you want to do. I mean, even if you want to bring your diamond painting, you're more than welcome. If you can carry it, you can bring it. Anyway, as I was saying, I'm pretty sure I worked on that when I finished Legendary Girls, which was the 21st, because I finished Legendary Girls at the Stitch meetup, and then I'm pretty sure I worked on it. I could be wrong, but there we go. There's that. And then the last one I worked on is my biggest whip yet, which is, as you all know, Animal Panorama. So this is where it was. This is what it will look like even when I eventually finish it. It's by Pain Free Crafts, as you can see. Artwork is by Adrian Chesterman. Yeah, it's absolutely massive. This is where it was when I worked on it. Oh my gosh, this is where it was at my whip parade at the end of last year. And to be honest, looking at the picture, I don't feel I've done very much. This is where I am now. Sorry, I kicked the table then. That's where I am now. So this is absolutely confetti heavy. So I was trying to colour complete, pick the topmost empty spots and just run with the colour and complete it. But oh my gosh, it's just, I don't know. I love it, but at the same time I absolutely hate it. It's a love-hate relationship. Because there's one colour, like, there's a colour just by there. That one single stitch, 895, just uses one. It's just one stitch. And it's not even on the next page anywhere, I don't think. But, no, yeah. I know it'll be worth it in the end. But when you're limited on time for stitching, I was supposed to be stitching on it this weekend, but I've not had the best of weekends myself. So, I don't know. I'll get there. I have been thinking of moving across and starting that top page there. But I think to myself, will I ever get this done then? I don't know. Yeah. But who started this now? Judy, an Aussie and a Kiwi world. She started it. She says she's going to colour complete the 310. Good luck, Judy. I was thinking of doing that. But shall I show you how much? Let's go. I'll hold it up a second. Let me find it. You won't be able to see the pattern, so it's fine. But if I find... Right, the most colour, there's 17,030 stitches of 3371. Right. And there's 10,358 stitches of 310 alone. So... Come on, what? Why does it always play up when you don't want it to? So that's where I am, okay? So that's what I've stitched so far, and that's how much I've got left. So the green bits is what's 310. Can you see? I'll bring it in a bit closer if I can. So those green bits, ooh, those green bits is what Judy says she's going to stitch, because she says she wants to colour complete. Good luck, Judy. But that's what I've stitched so far. It's not really far to go, really, is it? So far I've stitched 58,462 stitches, which is 20.05%. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 15 pages complete. Nearly 16 pages. Because if you look there, that page is almost, when it decides to have a look at itself, that page there is almost complete. Can't quite see the grid line, can you? The page break line. No, it's not showing you really well. But it's almost, the page is almost finished. Now if I showed you 3371, that, when it decides to pick up all the, sorry, my thumb going the way there. See that? All that green is 3371. Hold on, it's just deciding whether it's going to read it or not. Yeah, so there, 3371. Yeah. So good luck, Judy. Can't wait to see yours again. And talking dog stitcher, she's apparently I enabled her. I never classed myself as an enabler, but I enabled her. She said she'd seen it at the Floss Friends July retreat. I don't remember seeing her there. And she tagged me in one of her posts on Instagram saying that I enabled her, and I was like, I don't remember seeing you. Don't know who you are. So I went back and watched all of her Flosstubes, and she's already got over 900 or about 900 stitches in her animal panorama in just 2 weeks. How the heck? But she says she's allowed to stitch while she works, which she's so blooming lucky. So that's Animal Panorama. So, and she's doing the Royal Rose method with hers. But she's feathering, so she doesn't get any columns. So no pressure for me to get mine done there, neither is there. And I'm pretty sure there's someone else supposed to be starting it as well. She says Darren Dizzy Stitcher is starting it, but no, he's not. He's doing Tiger Jungle Family Tiger, something like that. He's doing a different one. He's not doing that one. So that's that. Those are all my projects I've worked on, is what I meant to say. In the last 6 weeks, 7 weeks. I will show you a few bits of haul. It's not much. I'm not a spender really. I don't go out and buy unless I need to, or unless I see an absolute bargain. So I was on Facebook Marketplace, as you do, and a lady about 20 minutes away was getting rid of some hoops. Now I'm starting to struggle with my Q snaps because I'm finding my fingers I don't have the strength in my fingers to pull the Q snaps away much, even though I do like them. I love my Q snaps, but trying to take the Q snap off when I need to take a project off the Q snap, or when I need to change it for whatever reason, I'm finding my fingers aren't gripping or they're hurting. Just, you know. So this lady was selling some hoops. Now, I did have quite a few hoops, but when we got Teddy, he decided he was going to tease on my hoops, and he chewed about 4 of them. And he knows I'm talking about him because he's looking at me as if to say, what, me? No, not me. I know he's trying to make his way over. He's decided not to. So this lady was getting rid of some hoops. 4 hoops. Yeah, 4 hoops for £6. You've seen one of them on the You're My Sunshine. And here are the other 3. So they're varying sizes. Her daughter used them for her college projects. So she's not actually a stitcher herself, because I was going to say to her, come join our stitching group, but she's not actually a stitcher. So they're they're all different sizes. So yeah, I was thinking these 2 could maybe be used for some finishings. I don't know, we'll see. And then a nice decent size. And they're not splintery, they're nice and smooth. So I don't know where she got them from. There's no labels on them. I might actually just message her and say, can you let me know where your daughter got them from? They're nice and sturdy as well. And they've got like a little bolt, and there's a it's a star fixture there for a screwdriver. Is it Phillips? Yeah, Phillips one, isn't it? So I got one of those downstairs. I just need to remember to get them. So there's those. And then my birthday was on the 12th. Chris says he didn't forget, but he did. But he says he doesn't, but he did. But he says he didn't. But I know he did. Because if he didn't, he wouldn't be trying to spend so much on me. But that's another story. Anyway, Olivia bought me, via Chris, an air up bottle, and I don't think anything of it. It's basically, if you don't know what it is, it's a water bottle where you fill it up and you put a little pod on top, which is somehow filled with flavouring of I asked for cherry. I think it was cherry. Yeah, cherry. And as you drink through it, so because you sip it up, you're supposed to be able to taste the flavouring. But because my sense of smell isn't the best as it is, unless a little one has got a pooey nappy, I couldn't taste the cherry flavoured water. So I reckon these air up bottles are only good for those whose mind is able to be tricked into thinking that they're drinking flavoured water. Now, because I haven't got a good sense of smell, I knew that I was just drinking plain water, and it was a there was a hint of a smell of cherry there. And I even tried Olivia's because she paid for her own one out of her birthday money. And she had cola, and I could smell the cola, but I couldn't taste it because my mind was saying to me, no, it's just plain water. So I knew it wasn't. So we tried to get in touch with them to say it's no good. They won't refund it, which is absolutely ridiculous because they're saying for hygiene reasons. So me personally, I think it's an absolute waste of money. But that's not Stitchy related. Stitchy related, I've got 2 of these double-sided bobbin boxes because I've got so much floss. I'm sick and tired of trying to look where they are. So I've got 2 of these. I've got some bobbins on the way. I think Chris said he ordered me something like 500 bobbins. I was like, I know I got loads of floss, but I haven't got 500 skeins of floss that need bobbins. It was like, oh, well, at least you got loads of bobbins. I was like, yeah, too many. And he said, well, rather too many than too little. Perfect excuse to go out and buy some more floss, I think. So I'm waiting for those to come. And then this evening from Cross and Crafts, I've ordered some 20 count, easy count Ada. So hopefully that should be here Wednesday. Bearing in mind my birthday was Monday. So for him to say that he didn't forget my birthday, he's trying to make up for it, isn't he? But there we go. So I've got those. I want to start a new start for the Leap Day sale, but I don't really know what to start. My mind is saying you've got loads, you don't need a new start. You've got a new start coming up for when the clocks go forward for spring, which you will see in another Flosstube I'm not telling you about now. So you don't need a new start. You've got Animal Panorama, you can use that. But then the other side of my brain is saying, well, that's not a new start. You need a new start for Leap Year Sal. So what do I do, guys? Do I have a new start, or do I just use Animal Panorama as my Leap Day Sal? I don't know what to do. So, and then a lovely Tracy, which is one of my viewers, on my actual birthday, I get a parcel. I'm like, who's this parcel from? Olivia says to me, Mum, you've got a parcel. Have I? Yeah, she said it's out there by the shoes. Okay. So I thought to myself, I haven't ordered anything, so what is it? So I go out. I recognise the writing straight away. I'm like, ah. So in the parcel is not 1, but 2 stunning project bags. Now this one is bees. Lovely. And you know what? She says she's still getting used to making bags, but these bags are absolutely amazing. They're quilted and they're just amazing. This one is one of the ones she sent me, one of the first ones she sent me. And she said to me, if it's not good enough, throw it in the bin. And I'm like, are you kidding me, Tracy? They are brilliant. But look at that. The stitching is just amazing. There is some fluff on the back, so I'll just take that off. I mean, you can't be a stitcher without fluff, can you? And it's just, you can't go wrong. And they're big enough for my big projects as well as my little projects. And I can fold them over so they can fit in my bag. Or, if I've got my baps, they're massive for them. They're massive for my Q snaps, my big Q snaps. And then the amazing woman goes and sends me not 1, but 2 of them. This is the other one. And she knows I absolutely love purple. And I absolutely love bees. I mean, I can't even stitch to save my life. So for her to say they're not the best, I mean, come on. They are just amazing. They are beautiful. And inside the note, inside the parcel, there was a birthday card and there was a note saying, I hope this arrives on time for your birthday. It arrived on my birthday. It was amazing. I was speechless. And there is a little pull, the zipper pull, a little beautiful flower. It's not going to focus, is it? And underneath it is a little, and it says, may you be proud of the work you do, the person you are, and the difference you make. I mean, that's just so pretty. It's just so thoughtful. To be honest, I don't think I make much of a difference. But thank you ever so much for that. And that wasn't all. And they're sturdy zips as well. But that wasn't all, guys. She sent me the prettiest. I'm going to be clumsy fingers now. I'm never. She sent me stalk scissors. I threatened to stab Chris with these. Not really, obviously. I was just joking around with him. I mean, how gorgeous are they? Can't even show you properly. I'm just cack-handed. They're really sharp. Look at those. And then on the end, a boofle. It's my birthday every day. I mean, it's just gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful. Come on, Tracy, you're just amazing. And I've never met you. I mean, what are you doing to me? Thank you ever so much. And then inside is Little House Needleworks Kringles. It's a kit. It's a chart. It's a Christmas chart. I mean, it's due to be stitched on 30 count Parisian grey. Obviously, we all know me. I don't stitch on 30 counts, so it'll probably be 16 or 18 counts, probably hand dyed. I'll check out the threads first, what threads they are. I mean, it needs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Needs 15 threads. The last one is a blend of the MC 422 and a Verissoir. Size. Okay. I'm really going to have to read this because it said, oh my god, specialty stitches. All specialty stitches are made with one strand. I've never done specialty stitches. My god, Tracy, you're testing me with this, aren't you? But yeah, I'll have to. Oh, I feel a Christmas start coming on. Maybe Christmas in July. And then she's put in a freebie from a magazine. Welcome to our home. Flutter your needle over this parade of pretty butterflies. And there's that. Aren't they pretty? Probably won't turn it into a cushion because with the dogs, they just jump all over the sofa. I don't do cushions on the sofa either. They're pretty. There's a back stitch, but it's easy back stitch. I don't mind back stitch actually. I know. As long as it's not too complicated of a back stitch. So that's that one. But it doesn't stop there. In the next bag, I know, in the next bag, there is this gorgeous little bee. Isn't he so cute? And then there's this gorgeous little bee. Oh, cute. I know. And then a pocket hug. Look at that. And it says, here's a pocket hug. Well, I can't be there. Put me in your pocket and accompany you everywhere. Start again, shall I? Put me in your pocket and accompany you everywhere. We are under the same starry sky. It's a little penguin. Oh, he's so cute. And then she's included 2. There's one. And there's another one. Oh, they're so cute. How does she know I like these? I mean, well, what a stupid question to ask, eh? Look at the inside of that. Just beautiful. And the vinyl's really thick. I didn't show the inside of this one, did I? Nice purple polka dots. Purple and white. And this one is a Quaker Village. I mean, by Rosewood Manor. Oh, come on, Tracy. I haven't even opened them yet, and I've just found out that there's 2 in here. So there's Swirling Flowers from Rosewood Manor. There's that. And then there's Quaker Village, also by Rosewood Manor. Oh my gosh. During a visit to England and several formal gardens while there, I was inspired to create this sample of what I thought an American village or formal gardens would look like using Quaker motifs. Oh my God. Oh, Tracy, what do you like? Thank you ever so much. It's a pity there's no more words that can say thank you more than thank you. Not that I know of, anyway. I don't know what I'm going to use those cute bees on. Other bags, I think. I'm going to have to find any bags that don't have any zipper pulls on them. They'll just can't say thank you enough. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh my God, I'm nearly up to an hour. Jeepers creepers. Right. Now, that's all my stitching and all my kindness gifts and my haul. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm hoping to come back in 2 weeks. So what I'm going to do is use the app that I use to choose what I'm going to stitch on. So I stitch on it for 2 days because obviously after work, by the time I get home from work, it's about 6:20. Then I have catch up with Liv and Chris and I sit down, have dinner. She goes to bed normally about 8 o'clock. So sometimes I get to stitch before she goes to bed, sometimes I don't. So say 8 o'clock, and then I need to be in bed for about 10:30 the latest because I got to be up for 6 o'clock to get ready for work. And that's without having a shower and everything. So if I work 1, 2 weekends, I want to work on Animal Panorama. 3, 4, 5. If I choose 5 projects, then I should have enough to show you for next time. I'm hoping, like I say, I'm hoping to be back in 2 weeks. So the weekend of the 2nd, shall we say, roughly? Don't hold me to it though, because I can't promise. So here's the app. What's it gonna choose? I'll turn the volume down in a minute. Thought I turned it down already. Fractal bookmark. Rightio. So I've got to work on fractal bookmark for 2 days. Come on, turn the volume down. No, I said down. Turning the volume up, guys. There we go. So fractal bookmark for 2 days. And then next one. Come on. Animal panorama. What's the chances of that? Okie dokes. Animal panorama for another 2 days, excluding the weekends. Okie dokies. Because I work, like I just said, I work on animal panorama on the weekends anyway. So I'll pull that out for 2 nights after work. What's next? Cute quick stitch seahorse. Not a problem. So that's 3. I'll show you them in a minute quickly. And the next one. Quick stitch blue monarch. I don't think it's actually quick stitch. I think it's just called blue monarch, but there we go. So, what was it? Blue monarch. Let me just find them before I forget what they are, and then I've got to go through the video again. So it was quick stitch seahorse. Yep, that one. Quick stitch. Yeah, it's not a quick stitch. It's just called blue monarch, but sunflower. I don't know why I put blue monarch for. I'll change it later on. Blue monarch sunflower. And then one, 2, 3, 4, and then this is the last one, number 5. And then lighting the way. Right, so you've seen lighting the way. You've seen animal panorama. And you've seen fractal bookmark. So this is where I will start from on blue monarch. It's blue monarch sunflower. So I need your opinion on this one because I don't know. There are some threads hanging because I hadn't quite finished those. So what I will do is I'll finish those threads off before moving on to anything else. Oh, darn it. I just pulled out the thread from the needle. So there it is. I'll finish the threads that I'm working on. But now, do I carry on working here or do I colour complete the butterfly? That's blue monarch sunflower. So what do I need to do? Colour complete the butterfly or carry on working like the page by page? You guys decide for me. So that's blue monarch sunflower that I will be working on for 2 days. See how much I can get done on that. And then this is Oh, sorry guys, I didn't even show you what it will look like when it's finished. That's what it will look like when it's finished. It's by Artisy. And I'm pretty sure I'm stitching it on 16 count. Sorry for the glare. This is what happens when I film at night, isn't it? There we go. So much for me stitching after filming tonight. I won't be. Over an hour already. God. Oh well. And this is Quick Stitch Seahorse from Hade. That's the artist. I'm sorry, I cannot pronounce it. So if you're interested in it, write it down and go and search for it. Quick Stitch Seahorse. This is on 16 count, I think. And that's where it is. The crease right down the middle. Of course it's creased because I need to learn to roll it and not fold it. So there we go. That's where it is. And you've seen the others. So that is a wrap, guys. Now I've got to clean up the mess on the bed. Want to see the mess on the bed? Mess on the bed. Because I didn't know what was going to be chosen on the wheel, so I had to bring everything up with me. Oh well, it is fun. I was dreading filming this, but I've been in one of those moods where I just can't be bothered getting out my own way. But now I filmed it. I'm pretty glad I did film it. I feel better for it. So, I need to know whether to have a new start for Leap Day Sal, is it? Or use Animal Panorama and see if I can get that finished by 2024. No, it is 2024. By the next leap year, which is 2028. And also what to do with Blue Monarch Sunflower. And feel free to leave any other comments down below. Right, so one last thing I forgot. I was going to drop some Flosstubers down below who I've been watching. So other than my normal ones that I've been watching, I watch these, but not as regular as I watch my normal ones. So I've been watching Mama Bear Stitchery. So she's Scottish, who's moved over to the US. She loves her bears, and she tends to stitch on full coverage. Go and give her a watch. She's amazing. Crafting Gaming Jamie. She's full of energy, Jamie. Don't know how she does it. And the amount of stitches she gets in. And she knits and crochets and reads and plays games. I'm just like, what the? How? What's her secret? Go and give her a watch. Stitching Addicted is in New Zealand. She does amazing. She's no longer able to work due to health reasons. Love her, but she stitches loads as well. Go and give her a watch. She's full coverage stitcher. Fun with cross stitch. Sharon, she's in Australia. Again, full coverage stitcher. She's as far as I'm aware, she's retired, so she's lucky enough to be able to stay home and stitch while her husband goes out working. He works on he's a truck driver, so he's a long distance lorry driver, so she's able to stitch a lot of the time, and the amount of stitching she gets done as well is just amazing. And then Talking Dog Stitcher is the one I mentioned about the Animal Panorama. I've just caught up with her, and she was saying she thought she was a slow stitcher, but in actual fact she just gets waylaid by looking through Facebook and Instagram and scrolling, and I know the exact feeling because I'm the same. Then there's Licking with Floss. She is Alaskan born, and she's now, I'm not sure exactly where in the States, but she's just about to move, so she's packed up, and she said in her latest Flosstube that she won't be around for a couple of months because they're in the midst of moving. So good luck with the move. But go and check her out because she's got some amazing pieces that she's working on. And then they're stitched by Liz. Her and her husband Ross. He's the unpaid editor, and Cape Man Ross. He's just amazing. She's another one with so much blumping energy. I just wonder how she gets it all. But she does unboxings, and again, she's just, go and take a look. You'll understand why she's just one to watch. And then stitching with my little Leigh. They've just done their 1 year Flossiversary, and they just make me chuckle. The relationship they have is the same sort of relationship me and Olivia has, except I can't get Olivia to stitch for love nor money. So the way Mum gets Lauren to stitch is just amazing. I wish I could get Olivia to stitch. So go and take a look at them. They're cool. And then Holly from My Daily Hates, how she does her columns, how she manages to stick to just her columns and not go outside those columns, I have no idea. But she's not long finished her oh my god, Leonid Afremov. What's the one in the dark? It's the, I love the piece of art and the stitch and the piece that she's just stitched, but it's not one I would stitch. But yeah, she's just finished it, and hubby's just got it framed for her as well. She's just amazing as well. She's so softly spoken. She's just amazing. And then there's Sew Stitch Sew Nat on Flosstube, and she's just got an abundance of pieces, all different types, and she's full coverage as well as, well, like I say, all different types. So go and check them out if you haven't already. Check them out and subscribe and let them know that I've sent you. Not that you know what I mean. I mean, doesn't matter that I've sent you, but if they wonder where you come from, you know. But yeah, so it's now almost an hour and 10 minutes. I never do a video this long. How it's got to this long, Christ only knows. But there we go. So sorry that's so long. I hope you've paused and gone off and done what you needed to do. And I will hopefully see you in 2 weeks' time. So until then, take care, stay safe, and enjoy your stitching. Bye, everyone.